Right there. Have a seat. Yep. Next matter is 25 TRD 9809, State of Ohio versus Percy Bako. Mr. Bako is present without counsel. Mr. Savage is here on behalf of the Law Director's Office. And we're scheduled for a trial today to a charge of speeding. Mr. Bako, did you wish to have a trial today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Savage, would you like to make an opening statement?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bako, would you like to say something before we take evidence?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. As far as my take is concerned, Your Honor, when I was stopped by this police officer, the first thing he told me was the laser or the radar captured me going above the speed limit, which, Your Honor, I find it hard to believe in light of the fact that there were several cars ahead of me that were speeding. And as a matter of fact, I was going below the speed limit. So the first question in my mind was, A, whether I was incorrectly captured and the cars in front of me that were speeding were the ones that were captured, or there were some issue with the laser or the radar system. And when he gave me a ticket, Your Honor, the first thing he told me was, you're gonna get, it was $150, but I brought it down to $140, and you're gonna get 2 points, and if you pay the fine, in the next 2 years, the points will be eradicated. Your Honor, I have clean driving records, never got points in my life. And for him to say that, I took offense to that, because it almost felt like anybody can be casually stopped incorrectly by this officer, and he expects us to just pay the fine, absorb the points, and just move on with our lives. So that was also one of the big reasons why I also decided to come in today. Your Honor, I have 5 boys. 3 of them are autistic. 1 is currently being evaluated. I take them to appointments all the time. And I've learned to be very patient. And I know, and so for me, whether win or lose, the fact that he got subpoenaed to come in, to me, it's a win. Hopefully, it gives him the sense that next time he can just stop anybody and think it'll be okay. They'll pay the fine, move on, and he could just incorrectly just stop anybody. I'm a cardiologist. I see 24 patients per day. Certainly this take my time out of my busy schedule. I have to reschedule 24 patients, but I think this was a bigger cause than myself. That way, hopefully, this become a learning lesson, and next time he can be certain or think twice about just stopping anybody and thinking he could just pay a fine and absorb the points. So that's why I'm here today, Your Honor.
Good. Thank you. Mr. Savage, you may call your witness.
State calls Trooper Graham.
Right, to the witness stand, please.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Trooper Graham. Can you tell me who you're employed with?
State Highway Patrol,
And how long have you worked for them?
22 years.
And do your duties include speed enforcement?
It does.
And have you been doing that the entirety of your career?
I have.
And what sort of trainings have you taken?
While in the Patrol Academy, a 6-month stay, we are trained in ESMD and laser. It's extensive training. We learned the ins and outs of it through application through class work, and also applications where we have to actually go out and demonstrate how to use it with a trained professional or with the trained personnel.
And is there a procedure you have to go through to show that you can use the devices properly?
Yeah, every year we go through a training, and we got to get signed off with a sergeant, generally a sergeant. He signs off when we take a test every year. But also day to day, we do what's called a calibration check with the radar and laser.
Right. And were you working on November 15th of 2025?
I was.
On that day, were you wearing a law enforcement uniform as you are today in court?
Yes.
Were you driving a properly marked cruiser with a functioning light bar?
I was.
And you indicated that on your shifts, you go through a process to make sure the device is working properly?
Yeah, and that shift, it's logged on the citation at 7:55 in the morning. It's a calibration check that I do at the post. There's a specific location that we pull up to exiting the station. It's marked, and we have 2 marked spots. What we'll do is a calibration check. We pull up there. There's 2 signs. do a distance check. I did press the button. It's going to flash 8. That means the internal circuits of the laser is working.
A quiet courtroom. One ticket. One man who refuses to just pay and walk away. A doctor challenges the system. But the evidence is about to speak louder than words. This isn't just speeding. It's credibility on trial.
I'm going to hit the button to do a distance check. I look through the laser. I line it up. The light that I'm looking through is the tip. It looks like the tip of a pencil through a scope. That's what I'm looking. I line it up with the set marker, and I press the button. It should be 150. I confirm it. I hit the second button. I check the second one. It should be 175. I hit it. I hit the button again. It's going to take the distance 25 feet between them. That means that my distance check. What we do next is a scope alignment. So I'm looking through the scope again, and I have it through the scope alignment. I'm depressing the button. I'm looking at a horizontal telephone pole, and I'm making sure once I look through it and I drag it across, I'm going to hear an audio sound. That basically means that it's on target. And I'll do that with a vertical as well as the horizontal. That basically means that the scope's aligned. Once those things are confirmed, that means my laser is operational.
And on November 15th, at the beginning of that shift, did you find that the laser was operational?
It was.
At any time, did you have to take it out of service that day?
No.
In the course of that day, did you have contact with a man named Percy Bako?
I did.
And how did you first come into contact with Mr. Bako?
Yeah, I was sitting on State Route 16 near mile marker 17. I was facing the south. I was checking the eastbound traffic. Observed him traveling. I estimated him at traveling at a higher rate of speed, and he was passing traffic in the right lane. I checked him with my laser at 75, 71, and 70 miles an hour. And after the check, he ended up passing that traffic that was in the right lane and moving he ended up passing the traffic that was in the right lane and changing into the right lane ahead of the traffic that he just passed. I waited for him to pass. I pulled out. I initiated the traffic stop not too far from where I was at. I was sitting stationary.
That portion of road that you described, is that in Licking County, Ohio?
It is.
And once you spoke to, or you said you initiated a traffic stop?
I did.
And at that time, did you speak to the driver of the vehicle?
I did.
And who did you determine the driver of the vehicle was?
It was the driver said, Mr. I'm going to mess up his last name, but Percy was his first name.
Percy?
He's sitting next to you in the yellow and red shirt.
Is the person that was driving the vehicle that day present in court today?
He is.
And he is wearing a red and yellow shirt?
He is.
Okay. Let the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant.
Sure.
And what is the posted speed limit on that road?
It's 55 miles an hour.
How do you ascertain with the laser device that it is tracking the specific vehicle you intend?
Yes, I never lost sight of the defendant throughout my the traffic stop leading up to it. I visually estimated him going over the speed limit. I set the scope. I was looking right downrange through the scope, and it was targeted right on him. I had my button pressed, and what that will do is once you hold the button and you keep it locked on, it's going to keep checking it. And once I had those 3 checks, I put it down and I waited for him to pass me.
And was there anything between your cruiser and the defendant's vehicle that could obstruct it?
No, there was, like I said before, in the left lane there was no traffic. He was passing traffic in the right lane, which he eventually did, and after he changed into the right lane when he went by me.
Right. After you initiated the traffic stop, did the driver make any statements to you?
Yeah, he said he handed him some information, Virginia license, out-of-state license for sure, and registration. He said that he just recently moved to the Granville area and that he was heading to the BMV to change everything over.
And did you issue a citation on that day?
I did. I wrote him for the lower check, the last one, saved a little bit of money on the fine, and it was for 70 miles an hour. I explained how to take care of the citation, and that was it.
Nothing further.
Mr. Bediako, do you have any questions for the trooper?
Yeah, the officer mentioned that he does a lot of calibration checks, etc. My question is whether he had those records here that confirm that he truly had a calibration checks that day.
As far as writing it down, no, we don't have anything that documents a write down. I write it down on the citation that I performed it, which I did at 7:55 in the morning.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Savage,
Nothing further.
you may step down.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Savage?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bediako, would you like to testify today?
Well, Your Honor, what does it mean?
Like the officer did.
Oh,
Testify under oath, yeah.
yes, please.
Go right up there, please. Get right up there. You'll see some steps off to your left. Go up those steps. Remain standing and raise your right hand. Thank you.
You want to tell me what happened?
Your Honor, that's pretty much how I described it earlier. I was driving with several cars in front of me, and I was speeding, and then this officer stopped me, and essentially said his razor or laser captured me going above the speed limit, and then the rest is the story that I told you when I was there.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say today?
No, I'm just, like I said, win or lose, I think. And the fact that he came in is a win for me.
Okay. Mr. Savage, do you have any questions?
So when you were passing those vehicles, how fast do you believe you were going?
I'm sorry, pass.
In your testimony, you just indicated that you were passing vehicles?
I indicated that I'm passing vehicles.
Yes, when you were speaking just now?
I did not say, he said I was passing vehicles. I did not say I was passing vehicles, sir.
Then could you clarify your testimony for me of what it is, of where you were in relation to other vehicles on the road?
So like I said, I was driving, and then there were several cars in front of me speeding. And then this officer stopped me and said his radar laser captured me going above the speed limit. But I wasn't passing the vehicles, and I never said that. I think he said that when he came up here.
Okay. You said there were vehicles in front of you?
Correct.
About, how far in front of you were they?
So if my car is here, the next vehicle is probably going to be where the desk is.
All right. So would you say that's about the length of like two cars? Maybe a little less?
Not really. It's just like right here. Like if I'm here, the car. Can I just walk and show you where? I mean, I don't know
The
how
desk?
to calculate. So yeah, like right before the desk. So
Okay. So a car length?
so like maybe one car. Or, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. That's kind of really.
That's where the rear bumper of the car in front of you was?
I'm sorry. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. And did you maintain about that same distance from it for the whole time until the officer pulled you over?
Yes, I did. Correct. But like I said, they were speeding, so it were almost like slowly as I was coming towards him. They were slowly the distance was slowly widening as I was getting closer to him. But I was maintaining my speed.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything else you'd like to say, sir? Okay. You may step down.
Yeah.
Do you have any other evidence to present today, Mr. Bediako? Okay. Mr. Savage?
Your Honor, we'd like to call the trooper again in rebuttal.
Okay. Mr. Grimm, I'll remind you that you're under oath.
I need to use the video now.
You're going to use the video?
Yeah.
You may proceed.
All right. All right, so thank you, Trooper. Once more, I'd like to ask, if I didn't already, did you maintain visual contact with the defendant's vehicle from the time that you checked the speed with the radar to when you pulled it over?
I did.
Okay. And are you absolutely certain that that is the vehicle whose speed you were checking?
I am.
Okay. And we just heard testimony that the defendant believed that he was behind another vehicle about a car length behind it. Is that what you saw when you were out there on the road?
No.
Okay. And can you tell me again what you saw?
He was in the left lane, he was passing vehicle, and he ended up, I checked him in the left lane, he ended up changing into the right lane. Again, he created a distance between him and the other traffic behind him, but there was no traffic in front of him. I mean, there was traffic hit and go throughout the day, but at that time, the check between me and him, there was no traffic. It cleared up by the time that I waited for I mean, it was cleared up for several seconds. There was no cars around him.
All right. And is your cruiser equipped with a dash cam?
It is.
And was it operating on that day?
It was.
And how do you operate that? How do you turn that on?
It's a computer program. You turn it on, you log into it, and it pretty much does itself. And just make sure that I'm logged on. But it records as soon as I can manually turn it on through the computer or on the mount, or every time I activate my overhead lights, it'll turn on. And my body camera will turn on when I open the door, unless I manually turn it on. But and basically we just do it when I turn the lights on, it turns on.
All right. Thank you. And can you see an image on your screen there?
I can.
And can you tell me what that image is?
This is going to be the recording of the traffic stop that occurred.
All right. Do you know whose vehicle that is in front of you there?
That's going to be the defendant's vehicle in the right lane ahead of me, right after I just pulled out of the crossover.
And what is the time indicated on the timestamp on the video?
11:43,
And the seconds?
51.
All right.
11:43:51. Sorry.
All right. And now if I pull it back a few seconds. So I've pulled this back a little further. Is this still your dash cam footage?
It is where I'm sitting stationary, checking for traffic coming towards me eastbound.
And is this in front of you? Is this are these just other vehicles that were on the road that day?
Yes, this is the traffic. Yep.
And is this the traffic that passed before the defendant's vehicle came by?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm going to play that. And could you keep track of for me how much time passes between when this traffic goes by and when the defendant's vehicle passes your vehicle?
Almost 20 seconds. 18 seconds.
All right. So, is it fair to say that there were not vehicles close to the defendant's vehicle that could have interfered with the radar check, the laser check?
Right. There's nothing interfering, like I said before. He passed that. He was in the left lane, it was clear. He ended up passing traffic, changing in the right lane after I already had the checks. He went by me, and I pulled out safely, and there's no traffic. There's traffic behind me, but it wasn't close to him.
Okay. Nothing further.
Mr. Bediako, you have any questions for the trooper about the video?
No further comments.
Okay. You may step down.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Savage?
No, Your Honor.
Anything in closing?
Briefly, we believe the state has met its burden to show that Mr. Bediako was traveling in excess of the posted speed limit. We've heard testimony from both the trooper and the defendant himself today, and we believe that the troopers to be more credible and based in line with his experience, as well as the video evidence shown today. Nothing further.
You offering the exhibit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it marked?
Yes, Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
Okay. Mr. Bediako, have any objection to the video evidence today?
No objection.
Okay. I'll admit Exhibit 1. Would you like to say anything in closing today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Based on the evidence presented here today, I'll find you guilty of speeding. It'll be a $24 fine and court costs. You have a right to an appeal. You're welcome to do that if you like. You have any questions for me today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
He came to teach the officer a lesson. But the camera, the training, the facts, they didn't blink. In court, belief isn't enough. Proof wins. Every time.